Okay, so we're on to the next 4 pages that we're prepping. And these ones was kind of a tan and a brown, and I thought that would be the perfect page for some pictures that I want to scrap of Josh, and it's him drawing. And I mean, that is a big part of his life. That's going to be his career. So I really want to document that. And this past September, he started college and he's in art. And then next year, he's taking designing game, which is digital art. So I want to talk about that. And these pictures I had taken, I think, around Christmas last year. So it's actually him drawing pictures, and it was kind of funny because we had a bunch of people here for his graduation and stuff, and they got him to draw. Like, he can draw a character in under 5 minutes. Like, he's drawn his characters so many times, and he's got this game, in his head that he wants to do. He's already designed 50 plus characters. Like, he's drawn them all out, and he's got names for all of them, and all this stuff. So, I want to talk about that now and put it on paper. So if he becomes, famous someday because he's designed this game and he's, sold it for however how much, we'll have that already down that, he was working on this game. And this last 2 weeks, he started working on the story of the game. So he's writing it down right now. So we told him, while you're in college, you should, take your free time and get that done so that when you're ready to design the game, that part is done. So I'm just going through everything that, I've kind of put aside for this kit. And the This and That collection from Echo Park had a little boy sitting at a desk. And I know it's kind of, childish, but he's still my kid. So for me, that was perfect for that page. And I'm just kind of grabbing everything that's kind of brown or tannish and sticking it on this layout. I have to say, there isn't too much stuff, but that's the great thing about doing different colors with, the page kits that you've pulled, is that you get to use everything that you've put aside. So even though there's only a little bit of stuff, that's all I need to get one page done. And I guess I'm going to add some yellow into this. And while I'm putting the rest of this page kit together, I just want to say I've had quite a few people message me on YouTube and email and stuff to see if I was okay, because it's been over a week since I've uploaded. And first of all, thank you so much for it. Feels wonderful to be missed, I have to say. I really appreciate all your concern and your comments and everything. And really, it's actually quite simple why I wasn't uploading. One, I'm working on my circle class, and I kind of gave it my all, and it's taking quite a bit part of the day. But the biggest part of it is my computer is full because I'm working on this class. The videos are quite large, and I have a half a terabyte computer, so I have lots of room. But I have 3 classes that I'm working on right now, and they're all sitting on my computer. And as I'm finishing, videos and stuff, I'm uploading them to the provider where I'm offering my classes. And I have an external hard drive, but I don't want to take them off my iMovie until I know that everything's, okay, and I've re-listened to the videos and everything, because it would be a lot of work to edit all the videos again and all this stuff. But so my computer is full. Literally, I'm working with 30 gigs right now. I'm just kind of, doing a video, moving everything over what I can, deleting what I can, and then so I don't have much room to work with. So this week I just did not have the space on my computer. So today I decided to do this one first, and then I can move it to YouTube and then delete it, and then I can work on finishing up my class. I only have 3 videos to edit and to work on, and then I figure the class is going to be ready on Sunday, and it's a circle class, so it was a lot of fun to do. So again, all is good, and everything should be getting back to sort of regular scheduling next week. So this page, I have quite a bit of stuff, and like I said, what I try to do when I do page kits is just to make sure that I have quite a bit of embellishments, way more than I'm going to need. So I make sure I have flat embellishments and then some embellishments with texture. And in this case, I even put the alphas because they were yellow, and I decided to add a touch of yellow to that page. Now the next one, I have no idea what pictures I'm going to use, and that's okay. I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of embellishments on top, and then when I get to that page, I can either go through a new stack of photos that I just got printed, or go through some old photos. And actually yesterday I finally made it to the place where I go get my pictures printed, and I did have a question by someone who's fairly new scrapbookers asking where I get my pictures printed. I'm in Canada, so it's just at one of our pharmacies here, and I know in the States, I think you have Walgreen that you can go get your pictures printed. I know our Costco here before, you could go in and get pictures printed, but they've taken that away. I think you can do it maybe online, but there's Walmart, there's places online, Shutterfly, I think. I just go to my local, like I said, pharmacy, and I just sit there and I just print my pictures. Sometimes I do have printers at home, so if I want to work on something that I haven't gotten printed, then I'll just print the pictures at home. I usually go maybe I would like to go every 2-3 months and get some printed, but last year I went almost a whole year without getting anything printed because of the moving and stuff. But I went maybe in May, May or June, I went and got maybe 200 or 300, about 300 pictures printed, and then I went again yesterday and got a couple hundred pictures printed. So I like to go in and just get the latest pictures printed, because otherwise they just sit on the digital card. And I was reading the other day, which is kind of interesting, that although this is the age where photography is the most available, because you have your iPhones people are taking pictures and videos, and you have your digital camera, so you're not limited by the rolls that you have to buy. The cards are so huge, but a lot of people are taking pictures with their phone. But they're saying that it's probably the time in history that there's going to be even less pictures than any other time, because all the teenagers and stuff, young adults or even adults, when their card is full, instead, I'm sure they're not counting scrapbookers, because scrapbookers would not do this. But when their card is full, instead of moving it over to a device where it's going to store them like a computer or an external hard drive, they're deleting their phone. They're deleting all the pictures and then starting over again. And so they're saying that it's going to be sort of the time where there's going to be way less pictures, which is really sad. But so I have to remember to tell my kids to don't do that. I know Jessica doesn't do it. She moves everything over and makes sure that she saves everything. But I have to make sure that Caitlin and stuff moves everything over and doesn't delete her pictures. And Josh, he's just not into taking pictures whatsoever. So if there's any pictures that involve him, I got to make sure that I'm taking them. But anyway, so back to this. This is, I believe, what collection is that? I think that's a Bo Bunny collection. And it's super bright. I love it. And it's got a lot of oranges. And so I took a lot of embellishments. Actually, I took one of the sheets. I think it's Bo Bunny Ad Lib, actually, is what it is. And so one of the sheets had some cut apart. So I took that and I cut it up. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, that would be a perfect page to do another soccer page for Mason. So I'll probably, as soon as I'm done this video, I'll go upstairs and take a recipe card and write down soccer pictures for Mason and stick it in that baggie. So the next page now, this is also the Bo Bunny Ad Lib. And this time I'm going to focus on the blues and using that same pattern paper, which the background was that it's a lined paper, which I love for backgrounds. But you know what? There's going to be other kits and other pattern papers that I'm going to love just as much. We need to use stuff as we see them and, you know, we're ready to use them, because otherwise stuff gets piled up into our stash and it doesn't get used up. And I was wondering if I was putting 2 of those enamel dots per kit, and I am. I should have been just putting one line of it, but oh well. Once I do the page, I can take that little, the one that's going to be left over, and just put it. I'm going to take out the smallest iris containers and I'm going to put them all in. And those enamel dots, I actually got them at aliexpress.com. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. But it was super cheap. It was $1 a package of enamel dots. They don't come all nicely packaged, like it's just a sheet of plastic or acetate. I guess it's acetate, and the enamel dots on it. But you know, compared to $5.99, $1 free shipping, it was an amazing deal. It is US funds, so it makes it about $1.30 Canadian, but it's still a really good deal. So if you want to check that out, they have all kinds of colors and it's a really good deal. And I'm going to just put that in a baggie and then we'll go on to our last page. But I think I have one more video that I think I only do like maybe 2 or 3 pages. I'll probably do some more before I put up that video. But I think I have 4 pages left to do for me to complete that 36 page kits of putting them together. So yay! And then I'll be done, and then I'll start putting some pages together. Okay, so on to the last page for this prep video. And this one is, I love the colors. It's like a lavender, light blue, and I put a navy with it. So now I'm going through all the embellishments and choosing some embellishments that really coordinate well with this. Now, this one here, I also know which pictures I'm going to do with this. I'm going to do something about us building, whether it is the actual building, because the pattern paper that I'm going to use as the background it looks like house building. It looks like plans and stuff. So it's a perfect page for that. And like I said, I really like the colors. So I'm going to do either the building, the moving, the new furniture that we got for the house, or something, something along that line. So I'm just going through everything and picking the colors that go well with the pictures. As you can tell, one of the stickers had blue, green, and pink, and the tan, so it really works out well with that pattern paper. And the embellishments are getting very, very slim picking. I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to make it so that I use as much as I can from what I've put aside, keeping in mind that as I'm putting my page kits together, because I've put numbers on them. So I'm going to try really hard to scrap them in the order that I've put the page kits together, specifically for that reason, because as I'm getting to the later pages in the kit, I have less and less embellishments to put on the pages. So I know, because like I've said on the last page, what I try to do is I try to put as many embellishments as I can. I try to put a ton of labels, and so the flat embellishments, and then I go from there and try to put words, and then I put some 3D embellishments, or some embellishments that have some texture, such as enamel or puffy stickers, or enamel dots, wood veneers, cork, and so I have a ton of variety, but it makes it so I have way more than I need for a page kit. But I do like to have the option when I start putting the page kit together. So I know I'm going to have some left over when I'm putting these pages together. So I'm going to have a bucket that I'm going to put to the side and make sure that I put everything in there. So when I get to these pages, I'll be able to go through it and, before I start the page, maybe go through and say, okay, what else can I add to this page? Because it's kind of lacking in embellishments. But if I only have 4 left, so I should be good. But if I find that it's too much, not enough, then I'll take out my tray of Freckle Fawn and pick a few embellishments for that. So this one here had a little key, so perfect, because I want to do a page about moving into a new house, so it's perfect. Then I found a little house that I also put on there, and so a few things. That sticker book, I haven't used it much because it's mostly gear to like summer pages, and a lot of them, that's not what I decided to do. So I'll use it on another kit, I'm sure. So now I'm going through the tray and seeing if there's anything in there. So I decided to add a little bit more green and orange to the layout. And so this is going to be, I guess, possibly a multicolored page, and that's fine. But if I get to the day that I'm going to, scrap this page, if I decide to go with these 2 colors instead, not a big deal. I can just dump it, like I said, in that container, and then I can use it on another page. So this is going to pretty much complete this session of prep videos, and I already have another one ready for, I think this week I'm going to upload Thursday, which is today, and Saturday. And then next week should be back to regular scheduling. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you on Saturday. Bye.